Have a listen to that. Oh, I'm very excited. And the reason why I'm very excited is because I've received this, a beautiful information architect's notebook from Japan, and you can win it. Now what we've got here, ladies and gentlemen, is the notebook from Information Architects. Now if you're not familiar with Information Architects, it's because they're primarily a software company. They've got a great app called Writer, which has been out since 2010, I think. And they've recently introduced a new app called Presenter, which is a new take on presentation software such as PowerPoint and Keynote. I knew they were going to produce the notebook, so I was intrigued. Now they haven't sponsored this video, but I reached out to them and I said, look, I've got this channel. People like us, we like these analog tools, notebooks, pens, pencils, that kind of thing. If you want to send me one, I'll make an honest video about it, and then I'll give it away to one of my lucky viewers. So this is a little video from the Information Architects website about the notebook, and I think it really shows the care and craftsmanship that's gone into this notebook, not only from the development stage, a lot of thought that's gone into it, but the care in the production. You can see them preparing the papers and binding the pages and stuff like that, and this is a real sort of, I think this is a labour of love, and I think that's actually what it says on the website, isn't it? I've got great confidence, even though I haven't opened the box yet, that this is going to be a really fantastic notebook, and I'm excited to give it away to someone, one of you lucky viewers. What you're about to see, ladies and gentlemen, is a clumsy Englishman's attempt to unbox a beautiful piece of Japanese craftsmanship. Now, here's the box as I received it. There's my trusty Victorinox penknife that I keep on my key ring. Surprisingly useful, those little penknives. I was being very careful here, ladies and gentlemen. I didn't want to damage the contents of the box in my excitement. I wanted it to be perfect when I send it to one of you lucky viewers. Penknife aside, closing it securely for safekeeping. Take off the top layer of paper, and there we have it. The Information Architect's notebook, and I'm immediately surprised by a wooden box. I was not anticipating a wooden box. I had seen no mention on the website that there would be a wooden box, but inside the outer cardboard sleeve is indeed a wooden box, which presumably contains the notebook. So what I'm going to do now is attempt to slide the wooden box from the cardboard sleeve without damaging the cardboard sleeve, because I want this to be pristine when one of you lucky people receives this notebook as a gift, as a prize from myself and Information Architects. And there is the notebook, and it's in a tissue paper sort of outer shell. I don't know what that writing says, I'll have to look it up. It's IA something or other. I mean, it doesn't say IA something or other, it says IA something or other. So now I'm going to attempt to slide the wooden box back into the cardboard outer sleeve and give up because I don't want to damage it. So I'm taking off the tissue paper shell there, the tissue paper skin, and oh my goodness, look at that. And a chorus of angels came down. So unboxed, this is the notebook. It's a weighty thing. It weighs 470 grams. It's A5. There's 144 sheets, which equates to 288 pages. The paper is 81 GSM, and it's in Araval white, which is like, it's kind of an off-white, creamy kind of colour. Gives it a very nice premium feel, along with these sort of rounded corners that you've got. It's made of paper, glue, and mesh. The mesh, I presume, is down the spine there, which is really lovely. It feels very well finished. And these things are handcrafted in Japan. They're not cheap, but I think this is one of those things you get what you pay for. This, to me, feels like a notebook for more considered journaling, rather than, it's not a book you're going to scribble down notes in, that kind of thing. I think this is something you're going to sit down, take time. If you're somebody who's into fountain pens, that kind of thing, this might be the kind of book for you. A big thing is the lines inside, or the watermarks as they call them. They chose delicate watermark guidelines that gently support your handwriting without distracting you. As you write, they fade into the background. And it says that getting the watermark guidelines just right meant lots of testing and optimization. There were 100 prototypes and 20 test prints with their binder in Japan. So they say the contrast between the lines and ink from your pen creates an optical illusion, causing the lines to seemingly vanish as you write. So as you can see on the cover, the representations of the lines, they're calling watermarks rather than rulings because they're very, very faint. I can barely see them here. They're not going to show up on the camera. I think the idea, they say, is that these things are a guide that you can use while you're writing, but they fade into the background when you've written your stuff. And I think this could be really nice if you're into fountain pens or calligraphy, that kind of thing. I think I personally would need more of a guide because my handwriting is not very good. But if you've got good handwriting and you can, you don't need too much of a guide and you really want your writing to be prominent, this could be the notebook for you. So I want to talk a little bit about the box. As you know, I was not expecting a box, but the people at Information Architects say they considered various options. They wanted something that would provide a genuine unboxing moment. And when they thought about the box, it was a no-brainer. But they considered plastic, which I guess these days we all know that's not a great idea. Plastic hangs around for thousands of years, and I'm not sure that's the legacy we want to leave behind. They also considered some kind of sachet, which I thought was like a dance move. But the box, I think, is the perfect companion to the notebook. This is the thing about Information Architects. There's a lot of thought goes into what they produce, and it's Japanese. There's great pride in everything that the people in Japan produce. This is a really premium thing. So what you're going to see me do now, ladies and gentlemen, is attempt to replace the notebook in the packaging so it remains undamaged for one of you lucky viewers who receives this as a prize after this review video is completed. And I'll tell you how to do that later. And you'll see here this simple, clumsy Englishman attempting to replace the tissue paper. No, that's not right, Martin. Do it. You'll turn it over. That's it. Good lad. That's it. So if you're finding this video useful, do consider clicking the like button because that really helps the channel. And if you're not a subscriber, please consider doing so because that also helps the channel. And if you click the bell, it means you'll get notified every time a new video is uploaded. So there we go. We're going to replace the tissue paper shell. Put that straight now and put it down and attempt. You'll see me attempt to reinsert this into the box. First, I've got to open the box. I've got the hang of it now. You'll see me attempt to. First, I'll do it the wrong way, and I'll possibly attempt to do this the wrong way twice, maybe 3 times. No, Martin, not that way. Do it with the binding first. Take it out. Take it out. Take it out. Good boy. Carefully does it. That's it. Okay. Try again. So replace. Come on. You can do it. You can do it. Good lad. That's it. So replace the tissue paper outer shell. Carefully does it. Good boy. Now try it with the binding first. That's it. Gently on the leading edge. That's it. Good lad. Well done. Now carefully replace the lid of the box. There we go. And carefully snap shut the one side there that's just remaining open. I mean, it's a lovely piece of wood, like a cigar box. And now what I'm going to do is carefully replace the wooden box into the cardboard outer sleeve, and try not to damage the cardboard outer sleeve. Carefully does it. That's it. Well done. And I can't tell you, ladies and gentlemen, how pleased I am to get the notebook safely back in its packaging. Oh, have a listen to that. Oh, that, ladies and gentlemen, is the sound of 81 GSM premium Avarill white pages being flicked in this beautiful Information Architects notebook. And it can be yours. What I want you to do is leave a comment below. I want you to be imaginative, creative, humorous, whatever. Leave a comment and tell me why you should be the lucky recipient of this beautiful Information Architects notebook. The competition will be open for a week from publication date, which will be the 10th of November 2024. And I will post this to you wherever you are in the world. I will be able to post it to you in the box. Now I know how to get it back in the box.